Alrighty, we are at it again for another bench day. We have our last deload bench workout for this week before we hit the ground running again next week starting on Monday. So we're going to go ahead and update our workout log. For today, we have 305 for our top set. Set of 1 at 305. And then we have 3 sets of 7 at 200 to 205. And then we will do some dumbbell rows and probably, let's see, dumbbell lateral raise. I think that's about what we got for today. Go ahead and get going. Pretty even there. Get scoop this actually down a little bit. How we looking? Everything looks in order. Move that out of the way a little bit. Go ahead and go straight to 205. I can't decide if we're gonna do any game streaming today. We did sleep last night. It's either I maybe start a little bit of Ayuden Chronicles or I do some Epic 7 RTA. Because the season is ending soon, and I've definitely not RTA'd in a minute. Some RTA would be pretty comfy. low energy. Just like when I know I'm tired, I guess as an introvert, it just is like takes a lot out of me to do like a game stream. I just feel like I started up and I just instantly am like 10 times more tired. And it just feels kind of forced. It's like going out to an event when you're tired. Just feels like way worse than what it actually is. Alright. $2.25. We finished all of our energy drink. Now we go ahead and change it up to 245. Make sure I have some things pulled up here. My hair is sticking straight up in the back today. It's crazy. $2.45. We're feeling pretty good today, actually. I think the new setup is gonna end up paying off here pretty shortly. $2.45, nice and easy. Then we'll probably do $2.65. Then honestly $2.87, and then I'll probably just go straight up to. Well, let's see. I can't load up twice for Rio Pod, so it'll either be 302 or 307. I think I'll probably take 307. Usually I'm conservative on deload and I'll just round down, but we're feeling pretty good today actually. We're about to start up a block with some, it'll be double, so you know, I need to work on kind of getting comfortable in those higher weight ranges. How's it looking? Looking good? Pretty good. $265 incoming. On this kind of rainy, dreary day. I think that's part of the lack of energy today. And me wanting to just lay around. Yeah, so far so good, honestly. 307 sounds like a good number for today. Low back's kind of tight today. Trying to work out a little bit of it. Alright. Get this next set. Maybe we should make this a little small. So let's take a look here. I haven't planned for next block. So next block, block 3, we have doubles that start off with 310. So Monday will be right around 310 for 2. I have been trying to just roughly match the same as what I did the last time I ran these blocks, just of course with the like added extra bench day, just to sort of like get used to it and acclimate a bit, versus like my usual just try to barely chip it, you know, maybe 5 pounds heavier from week to week in comparison to the previous time I ran the block, or if it at least evens out by week 4 where we're taking a little bit of a chip at what we previously did the last time we ran the block. So let's see, 310 for 2, week 1. Week 2 will be 332 for 2. Week 3, it seems like we stayed with the same weight and we hit 332 for 2 again. And then that week 4 was a 345 for 2. What did we hit this block? So last week on Monday, we did 332 for 3. Yeah, so it's alright. And I really could have taken more. I do remember I could have taken more than the 332 for 3, you know, pretty safely. Alright. So 287. I don't think I hit this yet. I started yapping, I can't remember. Let me look back here. Yeah, I don't think we hit this. Then we will go up. We need. It actually wouldn't even be 307. We'd be taking, I think, 310, which is still okay. So that'll just be the weight plates. Man, I think the bench is what's causing that in the back. It's always just straight sticking up. Alright, we're good. Big 310. Nice and easy. Setup going here. There's our top set. Nice and easy. Felt pretty good. I think my feet are a little... Hello, Peaky, welcome in. What are you referring to? Oh, okay. I think you answered my question I was going to ask. Your back is off the bench. Why? Well, the short answer would be is that it helps decrease the range of motion that I have to take the bench press, and as a power lifter, it's about lifting the most amount of weight that you can, and it's within the rules of the Powerlifting Federation. So unfortunately, if other people are doing it and taking advantage of that, then at some point, if you want to be competitive and increase your bench press, you also have to do it. Or at least that, should be strongly recommended. Nah, I wouldn't say that it would, it's, much of a concern in terms of messing up your back. Although if you're not used to it and you try it, it might get tight when you're trying it out and feel uncomfortable at first. Everything you have to work up to that type of stuff. Much like with anything else, but no, it's certainly not something that I'd be worried about it messing up my back. As a matter of fact, I think most people probably sit or are in this sort of position all day long. So it certainly probably actually wouldn't hurt for you to be a little bit in this position, you know, sort of even it out, or you know, get some variability in the way that you're moving around. That would be my personal opinion as, you know, a chiropractor, but also in my experience as a power lifter, and sort of I blended experience of the two. And you know, for most people, general population, they're not going to be able to arch their back that much anyways, right? It's just going to be a very small amount. And I think if we're getting that little bit of arch in our back, then we're also allowing our shoulder blades to sit down and back in a nice stable position to press with. You're also decreasing the relative internal rotation that the shoulder has to, you know, perform the movement. And I would say a lot of people actually lack a, you know, internal rotation for really being able to get a flat back bench press all the way back there. So sometimes, I mean, even just a simple modification for people experiencing shoulder pain with their bench press would be just to get a little bit of an arch and allow those shoulder blades to sit down and back. And then of course you're also getting probably some slightly better leg drive with the arched back, letting the rib cage rise up, and then you're able to really squeeze the glutes and drive back towards the front of the bench. Who taught me what in specific? Alright, so now we have feet up. Not sure if it's competitive grip or close grip. Block 2, what do we have? 7, competition. To bench press, I mean, realistically, like if you look at most powerlifters, that's what they're going to be doing. You know, obviously, I had a coach at some point, and I would say the vast majority of, you know, powerlifters are having that arched back bench press, at least in the lighter weight classes for sure. And obviously with some of the big boys, they aren't going to be quite as limber or really arch their back as much to, you know, decrease the range of motion. The big boys are probably the ones that are going to be the ones that are, you know, maybe sinking the bar in and then trying to drive up off of it. Probably not going to have a lot of luck doing that as a lighter weight class. Set of back offs done. Nice and easy 205, 47. I'd definitely say that is it's pretty common in the powerlifting world in today's age. All about maximizing the leverages that you have. As long as they are allowed, whatever federation you compete in. I can't think of many lightweight bench pressers that are super elite that have a flat back. Can't tell if we're having internet issues or not. Still connected all right? Anybody there? All right, so that was our first set. Yo, Jeremy. Good to see you. Welcome in. Happy Saturday, or maybe Sunday, depending on where you're tuning in from. Somehow managed to assisted squat 132 pounds. That is great. Very nice. Big PRs in the chat. It is pretty awesome. I think you'll probably realize it's going to continue to go like that for a while. First pull-up. That is also pretty huge too. That is a good one for sure. Congrats. Right, we got one more set of bench press. before we move on to some accessory work. On the heavier side, 195. Okay. You're talking about body weight? Yeah. Okay, that's a pretty good weight to sit at. Can really fill out at that weight. I think I'm about 188-ish myself right now. Alright, last bench set here. Nice feet up. Set of 7. My wrist wrap coming done, mid set. Alright, so there's our bench press, nice and done. Major dom afterwards, huh? Yeah, that's understandable for sure. Yep, you'll get that. Alright, so now just have some pretty simple accessory work. You hit a PR, but at what cost? Not being able to move for a few days. I don't think I've streamed any Honkai since then, but at the end of Acheron Banner, I pulled a nice E1. So I was able to very easily swap to a crit damage body, and now my Acheron's looking pretty nice. I actually need to do some golden gears, get a stream in sometime soon. then dumbbell lateral raises. I should scoot back a little bit. We're also coming up on pretty close to Wuthering Waves, Jeremy. I'm looking forward to diving into that one. Definitely nice and toasty down here again. This probably be our last set. I think I'm gonna try to get a few things done, so maybe I can do a not a workout stream, but a game stream. Either that or we just go straight into the game stream, I'm not sure. Kind of hungry, I might eat first. Alright, everybody. It's pretty good. Pretty good deload workout. Last deload bench day of the week. We start to get back to the heavy stuff on Monday. Pretty good block overall. Can't say I'm really like disappointed or super stoked. It was just, I would say, an above average block. I think bench went good, especially for making the new changes and adding in the extra bench day per week. Deadlifts, started off the block with that little bit of a knee tweak, and then midway had the hamstring discomfort we were working through. So I ended the block off with almost hitting a deadlift PR still, so can't complain about that. And then squat is just a squat for right now. We're really trying to continue to push the deadlift, so squats a little bit more so on the back burner. Just kind of like maintaining, I guess would be the most proper way to describe it. And yeah, I mean, that pretty much wraps up the block. I mean, obviously tomorrow we have deload deadlifts. Nothing too much to write home about. And then we're just back at it again on Monday, which we'll definitely be streaming on Monday. Should be like a 310, 315 double. Just something slight to start off the block. And then slowly building up from that week to week. We'll see if we can hit a 2 rep max. I think it's definitely possible. For sure. And yeah, I'll just hang out for a few minutes. If anybody has any questions, comments, suggestions, feel free to drop them. We're all nice and ready for Monday's warm-up weight. 4-5. Good to go. Everything's nice and cleaned up. And yeah, I think we're probably gonna warm something up, eat real quick. And then I'll probably do some like Epic 7 RTA, I think. That's how we'll spend a little bit of today. I don't think I want to dive into Ayuden Chronicles quite today, because I do want to at least spend a couple hours on the initial first day of playing it. Yo, what up, top? Just working on my strength while I'm leveling my strength. I actually just died, so I need to reset. 81 straight. Alright, well, seems like chat's pretty tame, so I am gonna go ahead and wrap it up there. Thanks for tuning in, and thanks for the support. Have a good rest of your weekend. And then I should, in about 10 to 15 minutes, be going live again for a little bit of Epic 7 RTA. We'll do that, for a short bit, maybe 45 minutes to an hour.